Ryan, a successful businessman, was going through one of the most difficult times of his life. After a painful divorce, he started frequenting a small cafe in the city center, seeking some peace and anonymity amidst the chaos of his personal life. The cafe was cozy, with a tranquil atmosphere that made him feel at ease. It was there that he began to notice Sophia, a waitress who was always on duty during his morning visits. Sophia had a striking presence, despite leading a simple life. She always served customers with a genuine smile, and her eyes expressed a depth that Ryan hadn't seen in a long time. Curious, he started paying more attention to her, noticing her intelligence and the way she handled daily situations at the cafe. Sophia was different from the people Ryan usually encountered in his social circle, and that intrigued him. She seemed comfortable with her life despite its limitations, and this authenticity awakened something in Ryan, who felt a growing need to connect with someone who saw the world differently. As the days passed, Ryan and Sophia began exchanging a few words, starting a subtle and discreet friendship. Sophia was attentive, always noticing when Ryan needed a stronger coffee or a word of encouragement. She, in turn, felt that Ryan was different from the other cafe customers, but she couldn't quite grasp what made him so special. Perhaps it was the hidden sadness in his eyes, or the way he seemed to be searching for something he didn't even know he was looking for. One day, Ryan was especially pensive. His ex-fiancee's wedding was approaching, and he couldn't bear the thought of attending alone or, worse, being seen as the defeated man who lost everything. On impulse, he made a proposal to Sophia. "Would you like to be my date at an event?" he asked, surprising her. "I know it's an unusual request, but you're the only person I feel comfortable with right now." Sophia was stunned by the invitation, but something in Ryan's sincerity made her consider the offer. The idea of transformation, of stepping out of her routine and exploring something new, began to pique her curiosity. Ryan's proposal stirred something within Sophia. She had never imagined being invited to a high-class event, especially by someone like Ryan. Despite her initial hesitation, something inside her urged her to accept. Perhaps it was the desire to see where this experience could lead her, or simply the wish to help someone who was clearly battling his own demons. Why not? She thought to herself, realizing that this could be an opportunity for change for both of them. The next day, Sophia found Ryan at the cafe and, with a shy smile, accepted the invitation. "I'll go with you, but I'll need some things to prepare," she said, half joking, half serious. Ryan, relieved and excited, immediately offered to take care of everything she needed. "Leave it to me, Sophia. We'll make this an unforgettable experience." Ryan's excitement was palpable, and Sophia couldn't help but smile, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness about what was to come. With the invitation accepted, Ryan wasted no time in starting the preparations. He arranged everything so that Sophia would have a complete makeover, from elegant clothes to a visit to a renowned beauty salon. Sophia, for her part, was anxious and curious to see how this new version of herself would turn out. During the conversations they had throughout the preparations, she began to open up more about her past, something Ryan hadn't expected. "Before working here, I had a very different life," Sophia revealed as she tried on a dress in a sophisticated boutique. "I was an executive at a renowned company, but everything changed when I got caught up in a corporate scandal. I lost my job, my reputation, and had to start from scratch." Ryan, who was standing beside her, listened attentively. He felt a newfound admiration for Sophia, who, despite everything, had found a way to move forward. This revelation also made Ryan start to see his own life and challenges from a different perspective. The day of the event finally arrived, and with it, Sophia's big transformation. She spent hours at the salon, where specialists took care of every detail, from her hair to her makeup. When she looked in the mirror for the first time, she barely recognized the person she saw. The woman looking back at her was confident, elegant, and full of grace. It was as if she was rediscovering a part of herself that had been buried for so long. Ryan picked her up in the late afternoon, and when he saw her, he was speechless. "You look amazing, Sophia," he said with sincerity that she couldn't ignore. They looked at each other for a moment, feeling that something important had changed between them. Ryan, who initially just wanted someone by his side for the event, now saw Sophia in a new light. She wasn't just a date, but someone who had been through a lot and still maintained her dignity and strength. Sophia, in turn, felt that this was the beginning of something new, not only in the night that awaited them but in their lives. When they arrived at the event, Sophia's nervousness was palpable, but Ryan was by her side, assuring her that everything would go well. They were met with curious looks, especially from people who knew Ryan and were aware of his recent divorce. Sophia's presence, as a woman so elegant and self-assured, immediately made an impact. It was as if everyone wanted to know who she was and how Ryan had found her. Ryan's mother was one of the first to greet them. "Who is this charming woman, Ryan?" she asked with a curious smile. "Mom, this is Sophia," he replied, with evident pride in his voice. Sophia shook Ryan's mother's hand, feeling a wave of confidence when she saw the approving smile she received in return. The night was just beginning, and it already felt like this event would mark a significant change in both of their lives. As the night progressed, Sophia became the center of attention. The people around Ryan wanted to meet her, captivated by her beauty and poise. But it was Sophia's intelligence and charm that truly impressed everyone. In no time, she was engaged in lively conversations with the guests, discussing a range of topics from business to culture. Ryan watched from a distance, amazed by the transformation he was witnessing. During one of these conversations, Ryan's ex-fiancée approached. There was tension in the air, but Sophia, with her newfound confidence, greeted her politely, without showing any sign of discomfort. The ex-fiancé, who initially seemed curious and perhaps even a bit competitive, eventually succumbed to Sophia's charisma. She hadn't expected Ryan's new companion to be so impressive, which made her reconsider what she knew about her former partner. Ryan, watching the interaction, realized that something inside him was changing. The desire for revenge and resentment was giving way to something more meaningful. At the end of the night, as the lights began to dim and the guests said their goodbyes, Ryan and Sophia found a moment of tranquility. They moved away from the crowd and went to a garden illuminated by soft lights. "You were amazing tonight, Sophia," Ryan said, not hiding the admiration he felt. Sophia, who was still processing everything that had happened, smiled but also felt the need to say something important. "Ryan, when I accepted your invitation, I never imagined that it would make me rediscover a part of myself that I thought was lost forever," she confessed. "I feel stronger, more capable, and I think I owe that to you." Ryan, in turn, realized that the feeling was mutual. "You also made me see things differently, Sophia. I realized that I was stuck in the past, and today, for the first time in a long time, I feel free." What started as a partnership of convenience had transformed into something deep, a connection that both knew would change their lives forever. In the days following the event, Ryan and Sophia kept in close contact. The experience had brought them together in a way neither of them expected. Ryan began visiting the cafe not just for his morning coffee, but also to talk with Sophia, discuss ideas, and reflect on the future. They realized they shared many values and that their journeys, though different, had led them to a common crossroads. Sophia, inspired by what she experienced at the event, decided to resume her career, but this time on her own terms. She started planning to open a small business, something that combined her passion for serving people with her professional experience. Ryan, admiring her determination, offered help and support, not as a savior but as someone who genuinely believed in her potential. Their friendship, strengthened by the experience they shared, was turning into so meeting deeper, something they were both willing to explore. A few months later, the cafe where Sophia worked had changed. She had taken over the management and was transforming the space, making it more welcoming and innovative. Ryan remained a frequent visitor, but now he was there not just as a customer. He and Sophia were building something together, both at the cafe and in their personal lives. The event that brought them together had been the starting point for a new journey, one of self-discovery, mutual respect, and infinite possibilities. Ryan's ex-fiancée eventually heard of Sophia's success and was surprised, but also a little regretful for never having seen this side of Ryan when they were together. As for Ryan and Sophia, they knew the future still held many challenges, but they were ready to face them together. What began as an unusual invitation had turned into a story of redemption and new beginnings, showing that sometimes the most unlikely connections can lead us exactly where we need to be. I hope you enjoyed this emotional story. If it touched you in any way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any of our future stories. Share it with your friends, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your opinions and suggestions so we can continue bringing you stories that move and inspire.